So somebody asked, sir, both first and second internals will be having the same portions. No, the first internals, as the pattern I told now, it will be having lines and there will be 2 questions. Each question will be having an option between lines and planes. But for the second internals, we will be having a syllabus as of now. It is discussed that to give the syllabus of projection of solids, only projection of solids. We will give the question only on projection of solids for the second test. But you have to attend both the tests. You have to attend both the tests to secure whatever the marks it is allotted, 40 marks. Clear? You have to attend both the tests. And for the second test, the syllabus is only solids. Only solids. Okay. Now, I will project my screen. Now, I will project my screen and I will explain by using a software. You try to follow the same procedure by manual drawing. As usual, anyhow, you have run the you have completed all the problems in lines. So just refreshing purpose, I have taken the help of software. I'll complete with the software. Any point of time, you can ask me the doubts. We'll clarify. Just I'll share the screen now. Can you see the screen? Can you see the shared screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I opened the Solid software. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, drawing. You have to do the manual drawing. Okay. So sheet setup and all I'll not explain because that is not required for you now for the internals. Only the procedure I'll explain. I'll concentrate only on the procedure. Now, for any problem, first you need to draw XY line. That is mandatory, you know. But it should be in thin lines. I will not tell the thickness of the lines now because that is not required for a manual drawing. Just I will tell which should be thick and which should be thin. First you draw XY line and name it. Capital X, and this is VP, HP, and this is Y. As the problems is based on lines and laminas, for all the problems, it is mandatory to first draw XY line, VP, HP. This is fixed. Then you read the problem. Okay. So for any line, there will be a 2 points, two ends. That is A, B, or P, Q, or Q, or whatever. So I'll take up one problem and I'll explain with that only. If you have gone through, I'll take the particular problem. Or else, shall I pick any one?
So can I do the 4th problem, sir?
Okay, I'll go.
One.
Huh?
Sir, 9th.
Okay, 4th and 9th. Okay, I'll do those 2. Then later on, you try to do the remaining.
6 stars.
All the problems, I think probably it is impossible because I have to cover the laminas also. Yes, laminas, there are 15 problems. Everything I have done in the class, just I'm refreshing and I'll explain all the concept in all the questions, okay? Okay, now just I'll paste the question here for my reference because instead of going again and again there. This is only for my reference I am pasting. Okay. What he has given, a line has its end A 10 mm above HP. That means whatever the condition given with respect to HP, above HP, means we are supposed to show that in VP. That is true, correct? That means the locus line. So select the line, go for the locus line, that is third type, thin line. So here he has given the line A, sorry, a line has its end A 10 mm above HP. So above HP 10 mm, we are supposed to show on VP. So that I'll go for the distance between these two, 10 mm. Okay, that means we know that the line, one end of the line, that is A, has to come somewhere on this, finished. And 15 mm in front of VP. The condition, whatever the condition given with respect to VP, we will show in HP. How much, what is the distance? 15 mm. So again, I'll select the locus line and draw the line. And this distance, I'll maintain 15 mm. Okay, 15 mm. So after completing that, I know the point A, I'll select these 2 points. So this will be A dash and this will be A. Any doubt still here? The line has its 10 mm, has its end A, 10 mm above HP, 15 mm in front of VP. So whatever the condition given with respect to HP, we will show in VP, and whatever the condition given with respect to VP, we will represent in HP. So this is finished. As you know, the endpoint A dash and A supposed to be on common point, one vertical line, common line. Then I'll go for the next sentence. The end B is 55 mm above HP. So what he is telling, other end, the B is 55 mm above HP. Is given above HP. We should show that in VP, correct? So again, I'll select the line. I'll make use of the locus line and I'll draw the line. So what is the distance he has given? Distance between this is 55 mm. This height is 55 mm. And I know this is called locus of B. I'll write here. Locus of B dash or capital B. This is locus of capital B or locus of B dash. And this is called locus of A dash. This is called locus of A. Clear? So A should be here and B is supposed to come here on this line. I don't know where. We'll see that. Above HP. And the line is inclined at 30 degree to HP. That means I'll take a line from this end. By keeping a protractor, simply I'll draw the line. What is the angle I'm supposed to maintain? I'm supposed to maintain this angle as 30 degree. So I finished. I got this as 30 degree. You came to know that the line supposed to be at an angle of 30 degree. Extra line, what I'll do, I'll trim off. I don't know this length. Length of the line, I don't know. Just the original length of the line is 30 degree and it is at an height of, the point B is at an height of, how much? 55 mm. That's all we did there. Okay. So this is nothing but the point B has to come. What is the other thing given? The distance between the end projectors is 50 mm. What do you mean by the end projector? End projector means the vertical line joining between A dash and A and B dash and B. That is called end projector. How much it is? It's supposed to be 50 mm. So what I'll do? I'll draw end projector also. I'll draw end projector. Simply I'll draw the end. I'll draw this. And I'll maintain the distance between these two as how much? 50. End. So this is called end projector. Now what I'll do, I will trim this. I will trim the extra line and I'll connect with the thick line from A dash to this. So can you tell what is this? Is the first line is called true line and this is called apparent line. First line is called true line and this is called apparent line. And the name for this is B dash. Is it clear? The name for that is B dash. And this line, what is the name? This and this line, these two lines are called as end projectors. He has given the end projector distance is 50 mm. So I have taken 50. And if I connect A dash to B dash, that means the end projector. If I connect, that is called, this is called apparent length and this is called true length. So that I complete. Next, draw the projection of the line, determine the true length of the line and its inclination with VP. Okay. So that is enough. Determine the true length of the line. Where is the true length? This is called true length. So what is asking is asking you to find out. Click on this, drag here. So I'll keep it somewhere here. Okay. So what is the true length now? I came to know that the true length is 90 mm. So this true length will be same. The true length, whatever I have shown here, it will be same in both the sides, either in VP, either it may be in HP, the true length will be same. So what I'll do, I know this is 90 degree, 90 length, here also it's supposed to be 90. But where it's supposed to be, that is important. So that is not given in the question. What to do? Keep it aside here. Just a minute, I'll take the question on the second. Okay. After this, what is the concept you have learned? So take the line. Take the projection line, and then from the true line, you draw from the end of the true line, you draw the vertical line till it reaches the locus of the point A. Then you go for arc by center point method, keeping this as a center, this as a radius, cut an arc. If you cut an arc, this arc, wherever it is intersecting the vertical line, that if I join this line here, to the intersection, this is called apparent line. This is called apparent line. Next, draw the locus. From where? From here, if I draw the locus, this is called, that line is called locus of B. Locus of B. Okay. Then what he is asking to find out here also, I want to get the true length. No, true length is 90. So it means that here also the length of the true line should be 90. So what to do? There are two methods to find out. Do that. So select from here, cut an arc of 90. Enter. Cut an arc. Okay. Then if we join the line, here, and if we measure, this will be 90. So both the sides true length should be same, and end projectors should be connected to the apparent length, line. See the apparent length. The length of the apparent line is different, but the true length on both VP and HP will be same. Is it clear? This is one method to draw to get the true length. The other method is go for the arc by center point method. Keeping this as a center, the end of the true line, cut an arc. Then select the line, draw the vertical line. You connect from this end to this end. Check out. You measure. This will be exactly 89.999. That means if you go for 2 decimals, I'll show you. I'll go for 2 decimals and I'll show you. Here I've taken 3 decimals, so it is showing 89.9999. So it will be 9. That assumes that it is 9. And trim this. Is it clear? So I'll give you some important points. What are the important points? The true length in VP, true length in HP supposed to be same. True length in VP and true length in HP supposed to be same. Then the end projector should connect A dash and A, B dash and B. So I do not give the name here. This is called B. The end projector should connect A dash and A, B dash and B. But the line of apparent line, the length of the apparent line will not be same. Only the length of the true length will be same. And length of the apparent will be, it may be different. Then to get the apparent lines, what are you supposed to do? First, you're supposed to draw the vertical line from the true line, from the end of the true line. Draw the vertical line till the locus of A, cut an arc. So I'll show the arrow marks also, so that will be easy for you. See here. This is how you have to proceed. Okay. If I draw the projection line from the true line till the locus of other plane and cut an arc, so that you will get an apparent length. Here also, I'm doing the same thing. Where is the true length? True length is here. From this, if I draw the arrow mark till here, if I draw the vertical line and if I cut an arc, wherever it is coinciding the other locus, there definitely it will be a apparent line. This is apparent line. This is apparent line. This is true line. This is true line. And these two are called as end projectors. So now we'll go. What he's asking? Draw the projection of the line. Determine the true length of the line. True length of the line is 90. You should write an answer here. True length of the line is 90 mm. And its inclination with VP. Whatever the inclination is asking with VP, that will be with respect to it. You should supposed to show in HP, no? So inclination with respect to VP, I will show in HP here. So 42 degree. The answer is 42 degree. And then the length of the line is how much?
90 mm.
Yes, 90 mm. So this is the solution for problem number 4. And can you tell which one you asked? One more you asked, no?
9th one, sir.
Huh?
So 6th one.
9th one, sir.
Okay.
6th one, sir.
I'll go for one more. Insert. Which is the next question? 6th one, nah? I'll go for 6th. Okay, I'll copy here. Okay. I'll just copy once again. Okay. I have pasted the question here. So what is the question given? A point P is, instead of AB, he has taken the point as PQ. That's all. A point P is 40 mm above HP. Before reading the question, straight away you go for drawing the line of XY. Name it. Capital. Remember, it should be capital. XY should be capital. VP, HP should be capital. So in the first problem, I have not given the naming here. You refer the naming. This, what is the naming of this? I'll complete that also. So this will be V1 dash. So that this will be V1. This will be V2. This will be V2 dash. So this completes the naming for the entire lines. That just two naming for apparent line, two naming for true line VP and HP. That's all. So the second problem is this. A point P is 40 mm above HP. Just you show that in VP. Go for the line. Locus 40 mm. Same as previous, but there it was given 10. He has given now is 40. And the name is P. 40 mm. And 20 mm in front of VP. Again line. Take a distance between this and XY line. Make it 20. Enter. Another point Q. Another point Q is 20 mm above HP. Okay. So here we are having a doubt. No issue. I'll clarify this. So first you draw this line with the projection line and name this. This will be P dash. This will be P. Is it clear now? That will be P dash and P. Next. And what is this called? Locus of P dash. P dash. This is called locus of P. Finished. The another Q is 20 mm above HP. So again select the locus line. Draw the line. Maintain the height as 20. Maintain the height as 20. And this is called locus. I know P dash has to come here. So I'll give here. Locus of Q dash. And 50 mm in front of VP. Okay. Again, one more locus line. This height supposed to be 50. And this is called locus of Q. Locus of Q. Okay. Draw the top and front views of the P and Q. What is it? Draw the top view of a line PQ. Sorry. The top view of the line PQ is inclined at 30 degree to XY line. The top view of the PQ is inclined at 30 degree to XY line. That means the top view. That means where? Can you tell? Can you tell that? Yeah. Whatever the condition given, it has to be satisfied towards. It has to be shown in HP. Correct? So draw the line. You take the line from point P. Simply draw the line and maintain this angle as 30 degree. But this line is supposed to be continuous. Trim the extra line. Trim the extra line. I trim the extra line. Is it clear? So I'll give this naming as Q2 because this is true length. What is the true length? We will measure and keep it here. The true length is 60. The true length is 60. Okay. Now, so what to do? Once we are having a true length, what is the concept I told? Select the line from the end of the true length. You draw the line till it reaches the locus of other one, that is P. Till it reaches the locus of P. Okay. Then select the arc by center point method. Keeping this as a center, this as a radius. You cut an arc. You cut an arc in the opposite direction. Why we are doing like that? Can you tell? I'll go for the first problem and I'll explain. See here. For example, in this problem, I got this length. Then I taken the vertical line. This end of the line is B2. I had taken the vertical line till the locus of A. Then I cutted an arc until it reaches locus of B. The point is B2, that is B. I had taken the vertical line till it reaches the locus of A. Then I cutted an arc till locus of B. So here what I'll do, similar way, from the Q, I'll draw the vertical line till it reaches the locus of P. I'll cut an arc till it reaches Q. If it is above, then it is same as the problem will be same as previous. Similar, keeping this as center, radius, cutting an arc like this. Correct. Now the problem is the locus of Q is below. So that instead of cutting an arc above, just I came below. Join this. If I join this now, what is the name of this one called? This is called apparent length. Q dash. This is called apparent length. It is called apparent length. Then what is another concept? If I draw the end projectors, if I draw the end projectors, this and this will be, what is the name of this? Instead of telling this and this, I'll give the naming. This is Q. See, PQ, P dash, Q dash. Supposed to end at the same end projector. So this is called end projector. This is called end projector. I finished. Then how to get the apparent true length here? We know it is 60. I supposed to get 60. So there are two methods to draw to get the true length here. How to find out that? Select the arc by center point method. This is center. Just type 60 at an arc. Then join the line. So what is the name of this line? Name of that line is true length. Name of this is true length. Both are same distance. This is one method and complete the problem. What is the other method? The other method is selecting the arc by center point method, giving this as center, radius, cut an arc till here, extend the line till it reaches this. Then join this. If you measure, definitely this will be 60. See that? This is also okay. Or simply keeping this as center, cutting an arc of 60, that is also okay. So both the methods you can complete the problem. Just I'll zoom this and I'll show you. Clear? So where did I went? I went first. I'll show the leader, the arrow marks. First, what did I do? I had drawn the 4 locus lines. Then first I completed this 30 degree. Then with that 30 degree, I finished this. Till where? Sorry. Till that locus. Then I went like this. Correct? I went like this. I got this locus line. After this, I have drawn end projector. Once the end projector is drawn, I got this point. Then I went for this arrow mark. I got this line. That's all. If you follow the arrow marks, it will be easily understood. See, in the textbook, they may give in other way. No issue. Every solution is correct. Just the thumb rule is check out this and this end projectors. Those two should be vertical, and P dash, Q dash, PQ should be exactly between the end projector. That's all. And the true length in front view and top view. If it is same, the solution is correct. Okay, na? This. Anybody having doubts? Hello?
No.
Okay. Okay, 9th. I'll solve 9th also, no issue.
No, sir.
So 9th also I'll solve. Check out the 9th problem. Okay. Just I copy 9th problem. But go for the axis. For all the problems, first you try to do this. And then VP, HP, XY. See, if you miss writing this, you lose the marks. VP, and this is HP. Now, I'll give the name, I'll copy the question. Just, what is the given now? The end A of a line AB is in HP. That means instead of showing above somewhere, he is telling there only. Very good. And 25 mm in front of VP. So whatever the condition in VP is given, it's supposed to be shown in HP. Make this horizontal, properly horizontal line. Okay. What is the distance given? The distance between these two is 25. If I join that line, if I connect, select somewhere here and make sure that this is A dash and A. So this is A dash, A. So here I can write as locus of A. Here I will not write because locus of A dash is coinciding with XY. So I cannot write locus of A dash. Just for your reference, I am writing. There is no issue, no rule that you have to write. Locus of A dash. Earlier he has given just 10 millimeter above, 40 millimeter above. Now he is telling on the line. So it is overlapping XY line. No need to write this locus of A. So I'll repeat, I'll delete this. Here, the point A is finished. Then the end B is 10 mm in front of VP. So whatever the condition in VP, you're supposed to show in HP. How much it is? 10 mm. So we'll go for 10 mm. Distance between this and this is 10 mm. So what is the name of that locus? It's called locus of B. Correct? It's called locus of A and locus of B. Locus of A and B is finished. So now again, the point B is lesser than, means the edge B is lesser height compared to the edge A from the XY line. So that again it will be in the reverse way. Means the arc you have to cut in the reverse way. That's all. Then the end B is 10 mm in front of VP and 50 mm above HP. Select the line. Above HP is given. You show that in VP. Distance between these two is 50. So this is called locus of B dash. Locus of B dash. A dash is known. B dash is known. Locus of A is known. Locus of B is known. Finished. Then the distance between the end projectors when measured parallel to XY line of the intersection HP and VP is 80 mm. So we'll go for the end projectors. I'll draw the end projector and I'll make it vertical. The distance between this and this is called end projector, no? How much it is? 80. Very simple. If you know the end projector, the problem is finished, completed. So what I'll do, I'll turn this. Next. So what is this point? Directly we came to know this is B dash. A dash is here, B dash is here. Because A dash and B dash, if I connect, that will be end projector. And it's supposed to be in thick line. Take with the help of. So what is the name of this line? I'll write right here. This line is apparent line. That's all. No need to write in the test. This time for your reference I'm writing. Apparent length I got to know. Then here also, A is here. This will be B. If I connect AB, this is called what? Which line? Apparent line. Finished. This is apparent line. This is also apparent line. In any of the problem, the length of the apparent line will be not same. But the end projectors here, A dash and B dash, A and B will be connected to the end projectors. Check out. The end projectors are parallel to each other. A dash, A will be one end projector. B dash and B will be another end projector. Is it clear? So once you know this end projector and apparent length, remaining problem is simple. What is that? Draw the projection of the line AB and determine its true length and the true inclination with VP and HP. Determine its true length and true inclination. What to do? Arc by center point method. Keeping this as a center. This is radius. Cut an arc. This arc should be in thin line. Similarly, see, I taken from locus of B and I cut it an arc till it reaches the locus of A. Then what I'll do? I'll draw the vertical line. Select the vertical line. From here to where? I'm drawing for V, the point B. So if I draw the vertical line, this is enough. Then similarly, at the bottom also I'll do the same way. Arc by center point method. Keeping the point A and point B. I had taken from point B, I'll cut an arc till it reaches the locus of A. How? Where is the locus of A? Locus of A is at the bottom. So I'll draw the arc here. Then I'll take vertical line. from this point to this. Just I'll zoom this and show you. Okay, done. So this completes. If I join those arcs, definitely you'll get a true length. I'll show you. Length of the true line in both the cases, both VP and HP should be same. Correct? See now, A dash to the end of this line. End of this line and A dash. This line is called true length. This line is called true line. I will measure and I'll show you. Smart dimension. It is 95.36. Other side also it's supposed to be 95.36. So you show here. I'll check out from A to this point. Just you go for the smart dimension. Click on this. Say 95.9. Why? Because 95.98 small decimal problem. Probably here. Probably because of this. I'll correct it. Fit from this end to this end. Measure. See 95.2552. Here also it will come. Decimals will be properly there. Somewhere connection issue, I think. Here I not connected properly. I'll connect properly and I'll show you. Select the line. End of this to the end of this. Smart dimension. See 95.52, 95.5.52. See the thumb rule you should understand. True length in both the planes, vertical and horizontal planes, will be same. True length in VP and HP will be same. And A dash and A, B dash and B will be on same vertical lines. That is called end projectors. If those two are satisfied, your solutions are correct. Clear? Any other issue or any other problem shall I discuss? Whether I should explain any other problems?
Sir, laminas.
Either?
Laminas, sir.
Okay, I'll go for the in the lines. Anybody having issue in the lines? If no, I will go for the laminas. So these are all the questions on lines. Just there are 10 questions. You prepare thoroughly. You prepare thoroughly and answer. Out of 10, I explained 3 here. Remaining, you can easily solve. Same procedure. One thumb rule you remember. The true length in VP, HP will be same. And apparent length, that is A dash and A, B dash and B, should be on same vertical lines. If those two are satisfied, definitely your solution is correct. Okay. True length in VP, HP is supposed to be same. And the end of A dash and A and B dash and B supposed to be on same vertical line. That is called end projectors. Then your solution will be correct. Okay, now. And here I forgot to tell about the angles. What is this 30-degree indicates? Can I tell? Do you remember?
Apparent inclination.
That is called true. 30 degrees true inclination. And it is called theta. Just I'll write the text. This is called theta.
Theta.
Okay, this is called theta. And what is this inclination called? This is called apparent inclination in VP. That is called in solids we are doing. So this is called alpha. Similarly,
Alpha.
the apparent inclination in HP is called beta. True inclination in HP is called phi. Okay. So I'll zoom those. This is called theta, alpha, phi, and beta. So if I ask you to find out and write down what is the true inclination in HP, then you should write theta is equal to so much. That's all. I don't want the sentence form. True inclination in HP is so much. No, I don't want. I want theta is equal to 30 degrees. That's enough. This is called apparent inclination in VP, true inclination in VP, apparent inclination in HP, true inclination in HP, apparent inclination in HP. Or it can also be told in other way. True inclination with VP, true apparent inclination with VP. So I'll tell only with respect to beta, then you'll be clear. This beta can be expressed in two ways. One is apparent inclination in HP. That's all. Or apparent inclination with respect to VP. That is also correct. This beta can be expressed in two ways. Apparent inclination with VP or apparent inclination in HP. Similarly for this. This is called true inclination in HP. Or it can also be expressed in other way. True inclination with VP. Similarly for these three. So these are all the four angles with respect to the lines. I hope you are cleared. Hoping that it is understood and cleared, I'll close this lines chapter. I'll go for the laminas. In the laminas, have you gone through the laminas problem? Any problems in this or any doubts in any of the problem? If you tell which problem I should explain, I'll explain that. Just go through the problems.
So fourth one.
Fourth problem, huh? Oh.
Fourth one.
Oh, okay. I take this. I'll copy this problem. We'll keep it here. Oh. For any problem, it may be any chapter, first you draw XY line, name it. Without naming of XY, you will lose the marks. Definitely, I tell you. X, BP, HP, and this is Y. Okay. Now I'll go for the problem. What is given? The top view of a square lamina of sides 30 mm is a rectangle of 30 into 20 mm with the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both VP HP. Draw the top and front views of the square lamina. What is the inclination of the surface of the lamina with both VP and HP? So you have to solve this problem with the help of side view. With the help of the side view. I explained the side view concept now. With the help of side view, we are supposed to draw here. Okay. So what is given? The top view of the square lamina of 30 mm is rectangle of 30 into 20. That means in the top view, that means in HP, the square lamina should look like a rectangle. That means in the top view, the square lamina is looking like a rectangle. So what is the first condition? First condition for you is to draw a square of 30 mm. Draw a square of 30 mm. 30 by 30 mm. Okay, 30 by 30 mm. Name it. What is the concept of naming? See, for laminas, the resting edge or resting corner is supposed to be left side. This is A, B. The top view is a square of 30 mm rectangle. The top view of a square lamina of sides 30 mm is a rectangle of sides 30 into 20 with the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both HP and BP. Draw the projection of the views. Okay, so this also okay. C and D. Take the projection lines. Take projection line from A, B, C, and D. So this should be thick line. Those lines should be thick. Then you draw the line in the front view. Thick line. The name of this is A dash, B dash, within a bracket C dash. Here it's supposed to be within a bracket D dash. So this complete the first position, front and top view. You show the leaders also, arrow marks also. Next. So he's telling this square is looking like a rectangle of how much? 30 by?
30 by 20.
The top view of a square lamina of 30 mm is looking like a rectangle. Okay, I'll draw a rectangle. First, before going for the rectangle, go for the projection lines. Draw the projection lines. Draw the projection lines. So what is the height of this now? What is the height of this now? What is the height of this line? 30 as usual. So he is expecting this 30 is supposed to be 20. So first I'll come, sorry. Make this as 20. And 20, 20. So 30 by 30 is reduced to 30 by 20. So take the projection line from here to here. So those two lines should be in projection, thin lines. Okay. Then measure this. What is the distance? Can you tell what will be the distance of this? That will be obviously 30. Taking a compass of this, yes. Taking a compass of distance with a compass distance between A dash and B dash, keeping this as a center, cut an arc. Now I know it is 30, just I'll cut an arc of 30. And that arc should be in thin line. Join this with a thick line. Now what is the name of this wave? The name of this wave is second position front wave.
Front view.
Yes, show the angle. This angle is 48 degree. That means the angle with respect to VP is 48 degree, or the angle in the angle with respect to HP is 48 degree, or angle in VP is 48 degree. Both the way you can express. So this is called A dash. With same line, A dash within a bracket B dash. Here it is V dash inside the bracket C dash. See the same line, just I have moved and I rotated. In other way also you can ask. This line means the lamina is rotated at 48 degree. Then what you will do? First you get this line, then you'll proceed for this. So I'll show the leader for this. This is the way I went, and this is the way I went. If the angle is given, then this arrow mark will be in the reverse direction. That's all. So this is finished. Then what he has given, the longer side of the, draw the top and front of the square lamina, what is the, with the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both VP and HP. Simple. Copy. More options there. Select this. Where is the longer side? Longer side is this. Oh, sorry, I forgot to write the name here. A, B, C, D. So select this entire thing. So he's telling longer side should be parallel. Move. Keeping A as a center, you move here. Sorry. He's telling one side should be parallel. AD should be parallel. So rotate. And he is nowhere telling what distance. Just he told it should be parallel. So we have done it parallel. A dash, B dash, C dash, and D. Sorry, A, B, C, D. Once it is parallel, once it is done with parallel line, take the vertical projection from A, B, C, name it. So A and A dash will be here. B dash will be here. C dash will be here. This will be D dash. Join that with a thick line. Here you are getting center. So I'll not concentrate for the drafting. Just I am explaining the concept. So select the line. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. So this completes the problem. But he is asking you to draw the top and front views of the square lamina. Okay. What is the inclination of the surface of the lamina with VP and HP? With HP it is 48. With VP how much it will be? 90 minus 48. It will be 42. It will be 42. If you want, you can check out in another way. You can check out by using a side view. How to see that? Go for the projection line. You can write mathematically or graphically if you want to show. Draw the side view. Once I draw this vertical line, this will become capital letter X1, not X dash. X1, Y1. And this will be profile plane, PP. Vertical plane, horizontal plane, and profile plane. What is the concept of the profile plane? From the intersection, join the line and maintain this angle as 45 degrees. This is mandatory. 45 degrees. Then, from the point A, draw horizontal line till it strikes the 45 degree. Take vertical. From point B, horizontal line, vertical. Similarly, from here, join that A dash, B dash. The naming will be A double dash, B double dash. A dash is here. So this will be A double dash, sorry, small letter. And it is side view, it will become A double dash, profile view. Then B will be here, B double dash. Again, inside the bracket, C double dash. Here, inside the bracket, B double dash. Join them. Those two, if I join, it will by thick line. Maintain angle. Here you measure, it will be 48 as usual. It's supposed to be 48. It is 50. Just I'll check out why I think probably connecting mistake I done. No. No. Here, because of this, here it is not connected properly. It should be 48. Connect. Connect. What I'll do, I'll extend this. Okay. Then I'll draw the line of thin line from here. So it actually is supposed to connect till here. Then it will be 48. Obviously, it will be 48. Thick line. Now you measure. Still, I done some mistake. I check out where it is. Yeah, here. Still, it is not connected. Intersection. In. Now it will be 48. This is with respect to HP. This angle is with respect to VP. It will be 42. 90 minus 48. So that's what I told earlier. Before doing the side view also, I can identify what is the answer. You have to prove with the side view like this. You have to prove with the side view in this way. So how did I went? I'll show the leader. I went like this. This arrow marks helps you to understand how I went. Is it clear? Trim the additional lines, unnecessary lines. These are all unnecessary lines. Clear? Bhavana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the way you're supposed to draw if the side wave is asked. Done. Anybody? Any of the problem you want? In the laminas, there are 15 problems. Just go through. You can understand. Whatever the given condition, it should satisfy towards left side. In the solids, it is right side. In the laminas, it is left side. Check out. Any doubts here?
So, 8th one.
8th problem. Huh? Okay, do that. Copy this. Okay. So what is the first thing you're supposed to do? Draw X Y line. This is the first thing you're supposed to do. Capital X, VP, HP, Y. Finished. Now I'll go for the lamina. You will see now which lamina given, what given. Now he has given a pentagonal lamina of 20 mm sides. He is resting on one of its edges on HP. That is enough to draw the first position. Draw the first position so that it is resting on edges on HP. It should come towards left side. You know how to draw the pentagon. I will not explain the concept of drawing the pentagon. For 25, edges has to come. Angle of the pentagon should be 108. That is know how to draw. Hoping that you know how to draw the pentagon. Huh? Okay. Pentagon is done. Now you go for the naming. This is A, B, C, D, E. Whatever the given condition, I will repeat again. Whatever the given condition, I'll satisfy towards left side. It is resting on one of its edges. So this is called edge. That edge should come left side, towards left side. That is done. Then you take the line, projection line from A, from point B, and from point C. Leader. This is the way I did it. And in the front view, how it look? It look like a horizontal line. Horizontal line is finished. In the front view, it looks like horizontal line. Name it. This is A dash, inside the bracket E dash. This is B dash, inside the bracket B dash. This naming also, whether I should explain or you can understand.
You can understand.
Okay, if I see from the base, I can see A, B, C. So A, B, and C is outside the bracket. D, E, I cannot see. So those two are in brackets. Next, the first sentence is finished. With the corner opposite to that edge is touching VP. That means this corner, the resting edge is AE. The opposite corner to AE or resting edge is the point C. This should touch VP. Okay, now it is resting on HP. The lamina is resting on HP. So satisfy with respect to HP first. This condition you keep it other side at the last. Then this edge is parallel to VP and the corner which touches VP is at an height of 15 mm above HP. That means the corner which is touching VP is at an height of 15 mm above HP. That means the point C dash should be at an height of 15 mm. So draw the line, locus line. Oh, this line should be locus. At an height of 15, 10. The point C has to come there. So what are you supposed to do? Distance, you make use of the compass from A to C. That is 38.47. Go by arc, keeping somewhere here, cut an arc of how much? 38.47. You're supposed to go for 38.47. Cut an arc. So if you cut an arc, this is called, you give the naming. This is called what? C dash. Join the line. From here to. What is the naming of this? Okay, I'll give the naming later. One more line is there, no? One more intersection I should get, that is B dash. Measure the distance, means by using a compass, measure A dash, B dash. It is 23.78, cut an arc. Keeping the same center, cut an arc of 23.78. Now I'll give the name. This is called A dash, E dash, and this will be B dash. So the measure the angle. Now take the vertical projection from point A horizontal, B to B, from C to point C, D, name this. This will be A, B, C, D, E. Connect. Connect with the thick line. So this is with respect to HP finished. Give the leader. From here to here we went. Here to here. Okay. Now what he is telling, the corner opposite to the side on which it rests touches VP. So select this. So what you do? What you will do? First you fix a point C. Draw perpendicular line. Whether I should explain with the theory method or shall I make use of the software?
Software is enough, sir.
Okay. Theory method you try to do, you know how to do that. See, the corner touches the side opposite to the corner on which it rests. The corner opposite to the side on which it rests touches VP. So once you know that, go for the line, projection line. Take the projection line from A, B, all the projections I taken. Take this horizontal projection. Connect that properly. A to B, B to C, you'll get a thick line. You'll get a lamina. A to A dash. This will be A, B, C, say here to here, T, E, A. Join that. Answer name. A dash, B dash, C dash, B dash, E dash. What else he is asking? We'll read the question now completely. A pentagonal lamina of 25 mm sides resting on HP and one of its edges on HP with the corner opposite to the edge touching VP. This edge is parallel to VP. And the corner which is touching VP is at a height of 15 mm which we draw the projection of the lamina and determine the inclination of the lamina with HP and VP. Again, he is asking to draw the inclination of the lamina with HP and VP. And also, I'll explain this how to do. And to determine, and also the distance at which the parallel edge is lying from VP. Is also asking this distance. 35.45. So only left out in this is this. Can I tell what is the mathematical method to find out? Determine the inclination of the lamina with HP and VP. The inclination of the lamina with HP is how much now? Here, this inclination is called inclination of the lamina with HP. With respect to VP, how much it will be?
90 minus 23.
Yes, 90 minus 23. 90 minus 23 will be that one. But you cannot tell that. You have to prove that. No, you have to prove that. So what to do? Again, go for. Just a minute. I'll make space. You have. That is a thumb rule you should be knowing. It should be 90 minus that angle. But to prove, how to do? Go for the line. Go for the projection line. At some particular distance, you draw the line, vertical line. Name it. This is called capital letter X1, capital letter Y1. And take the projection line. From the intersection here towards means next to the HP, you draw the line and maintain this angle as 45 degrees. As usual procedure. From A, you draw the vertical line, sorry, horizontal, take the vertical line. From B, similarly from point C, point D and E. This one also you exceed. You extend this. Connect. So first you give the name. A dash will be here, A will be here, A double dash. Sorry, this is small letter. A double dash. Similarly, where is B? B is here. This is called B double dash. This is called C double dash. ABC. And this will be again here inside the bracket. D double dash. Here to be E double dash. Join that with the thick line. A to B, B to C. You'll see what will happen. See. Trim. A, B, C. See now, it has become again inclined line. If we check the angle here, this is with respect to HP. How much it's supposed to be? Can you tell that angle how much it's supposed to be? 23. As usual, with respect to HP, it is 23. Other side, if you measure, this angle will be how much? 90 minus the 23, definitely it will come 67. So mathematically also you are proving, and also you are proving with respect to graphical. Somebody has messaged, I'll check what is that. Sir, in theory, exam, should we prove it or just 90 minutes? No. You have to prove that. You have to show that in theory. But how much it has to come, that you should be knowing. See, if you know that this will come 67, and after drawing this, if you're not getting 67, then you should understand you have done somewhere mistake. That is thumb rule what I explained. Thumb rule I explained you that this will be 90 minus 23. That means 67 has to come. You have to show that you should know if it is 67, then the solution is correct. Okay, now Abhishek. Abhishek. Okay. When anybody having doubts in other question, you please tell me, I'll explain that. You select any one. So because the question will be asked with that only, no? So you select within 50 and tell me what you want, what is the doubt you're having. See, in question number 13, it is showing 3Q0, that is 30 degree. By mistake, it is written done. Something it is showing 3Q0, no? No, it is 30 degree with VP. Just to change that in question number 13. So I can pick any question from this Laminas chapter out of 15. And I can pick any question out of 10 with the lines chapter. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, any doubts? You ask me if you're having any doubts in any of the problems. We'll clarify. What you're doing? Whether you're going for you're checking the questions or what? Okay. I'll give time. You please have a question. I have a look of the question. I'll project the screen now. I'll project the screen so that you'll be having a questions with you. The first 5 is this. First 6. Have a look of the question. If you're having doubt, you ask me. So these are all first 6. Shall I go for the next 6 and shall I project? This is the next sheet. Just for your reference, it is already shared. Just you can have a look. All these questions are done. I think probably you are done in the class. Most of the questions. There may be changes in the angles what I have taken. Instead of 45, I would have taken 40 or 30. That's all. But the concept remains same. Somebody asked some question. Sir, can you send the photo of the solution which you have solved just now? See, all the solutions, it is there in the primer, what I shared in the Google Classroom. In the Google Classroom, whatever I shared the book, no, those 15 questions and 10 questions are from that book only. Still, if you want, I'll send, no issue.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And shall I send a, you can only take a photo, I guess. Can you see this? If you can see, you can take a picture.
Okay, sir. I'll take it.
Just wait. Just I'll zoom that. Okay, you can take the picture. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just take the picture. Any of the same questions are there in the primer. You can refer there also. Have you taken?
Sir, I want the last one, sir, which you solved.
Okay, I means if anybody wants other problems also, let them take. I hope they have taken this. I hope everybody has taken. I'll go for the next one. This is the photo of second problem. Third. Third. And fourth is this. Fourth and fifth are almost similar. Just a lamina is changed. X1, V1, X1, Y1, profile plane. Here I have not shown the leader, I show this leader. We'll go for the fifth one. Which one you have asked? This angle, I'll show it inside. Aita Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then anybody having doubts in any of the problem?
No, sir.
Okay, all the 15 are clear? Okay, last one. Abhishek, any issue? Fast, you reply fast now, Abhishek. Okay. And Adarsh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any doubts? Which one?
No, sir. I don't have any doubt right now.
Okay. Ashit Kumar?
No doubt, sir.
Ayush?
Like, sir,
Yeah.
if we need to find the angle between the lamina and the axis, and if the answer and my answer, like there is a difference between the given answer and my answer by a couple of degrees, like, sir, will I lose marks?
Yeah, no, see here. Couple of degrees means manually, usually one plus or minus 1 degree is okay. Okay, 1 or 2 degree, maximum 2 degree. Other than, if it is exceeding 3 and 4 degree, definitely lose the marks.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then any other issue?
No, sir.
Okay, Lalit? Okay, Bhanu Pratap?
No, sir.
Manashankar?
No, sir.
Okay. Bhavana?
No, sir.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಭಾವನಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೋನಾ ಓಕೆ ಚೇತನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್
No doubt, sir.
ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್
No, sir.
ಕೃತಿಕ್
No, sir.
ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ
No, sir.
okay good I hope everybody understood what is the concept of the test, how we are going to conduct the test, everything. All the best for the test. Today, instead of continuing with the solids, I'll wind up this class. Today, I particularly dedicated this class only for clearing the doubt and giving all the instruction regarding the test. I hope everything is clear. You just type your revision number. You can leave the class. Prepare for the test thoroughly. Tomorrow sharp 4:30 we will start the test. Be online, all of you. Again, I will not message. Type your revision number. You can leave the class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.